Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have the ball first. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it, there were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year. Things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the lead.
Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown Doors. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. If you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could get it.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Cole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Going to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely.
Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. From the gun. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got a man. It's Hill. Snowed under by the defense.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for him.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll run play action. He lets it fly. He's got it all right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play?
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't as was trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Handoff to the single running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. And here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Green. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterward
stats. You say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get pumped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Why anyone with any understanding of football or the capabilities of the human body as it pertains to kicking a football would try a field goal from there, I don't know. But the offense will take advantage of the, let's say, benevolence. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Max looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Looking for space. It's Hill. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Creates a little space. Got a first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle at Sherrill. And he's dragged down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. First and 10 from the 31.
those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive areas.
Powers through the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Sends it back in motion. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the 1st down sticks. Couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle, setting up 4th.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen.
And he's going to go down at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the returner will be brought down. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Give to the running back. It's a seam wide open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's going to wrap up the 1st half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the... At the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Creates a little room.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback adapted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final defense changing the play. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Polk. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give from the gun. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz, but with the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Coach coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse thought we would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's low. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Offense facing 4th down.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're
Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Ducks will kick this away and start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start the 25. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Play action fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time.
But here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. And this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Gives it to the back. He's in the clear. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. And they did it right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Using his legs. It's Hill. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Back to pass. It's Joseph. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up first down from the 32.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months.
Breaks into the clear. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oregon. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
He'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Off about Killa. The quarterback looks to his right. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Scanning the field. It's Reed. The receiver grabs it.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He keeps it on the design run. Now here he goes. He's in the clear. He makes the stop, but a big play. Moves the ball to the red zone.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Aggies will try to keep this drive moving. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year. Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The pass rush gets home.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff to the back.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down play coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks into the clear. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Toss play, running right. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's second down here. Trying to find some room. It's Hill. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. To throw, it's Joseph. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's a 4th down stop. Take over in plus territory.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pump over the middle. It's Owens. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies. That's the end of the first quarter. Oregon 7, Texas A&M 3.
A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The PAT makes it 10-7. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The ball for the fair catch here. Escapes the pocket. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Important 3rd down play coming up. The quick throw out left, complete. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
The Ducks look to keep this drive moving. And now the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Design quarterback run. That play more than enough for a 1st down. Sets him up at the 24. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. When they don't block the defensive end, he shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Throwing for his running back. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
short now on the 13th play of this drive. Can he make it to the marker? Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal at the 8.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
First and goal, handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple of yards from the goal line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coach says, forget the chip shot to tie it. We're going to try to score and take the lead. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Instead of the chip shot to tie the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to pass. It's Knight. And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short.
Touchdown, Oregon. That's how you finish a play.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. One more play before they head to the locker room. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air, it's Knight. Grab near the sticks, it's Johnson. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball. These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quick pass, the catch is made.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's got it again. So back-to-back plays, nowhere to run. This defense all over the running back so far.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He could go. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. A huge defensive score.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. To throw, it's Knight. Makes the ground. It's Harris. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. QB keeper all the way. Now here he goes. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, this is a great gain, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Knight. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
They'll go for it on 4th down for a 5th time. They're 3 for 4 so far today. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 21, Texas A&M 16.
Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to throw. It's Knight. Pressure is coming. He escapes the pocket. And the pass rush finally gets home for a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment. Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Owens.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go, and we got a new set of downs.
They'll run it here. Spins away from defenders. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw. It's Reed. What a catch! Refuses to go down. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Touchdown, Texas A&M, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. He'll make it into the end zone, so now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Turner decides to fair catch this. First play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. And the running back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Knight. Catch made over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Might be for the ball game. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Breaks into the clear. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. On the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
We're going to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Dropping back. It's Reed. The pass rush closing in. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Defense is coming after him. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. This could be the game here. Quarterback looking to scramble. This offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Reed. Bringing pressure. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And the offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Could take it all the way. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated it.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.